had those bathroom doors that went floor to ceiling. I would go to real fancy, like Ritz-Carltons and stuff like that, because they had linen towels wrapped up in a basket. And I would take a bunch of them and run hot water on them, and I'd take them in the stall and shut the door, and I'd take my bag and I'd soap up. Then I would wait till the coast was clear, and I'd run out and get a bunch of more rags and soak them up and come out and wipe it off. Then I stand there and dry, put my clothes back on. That's how I bathed every other day, man. And so I was in there one time, and they had a convention in town. And when I got all the stuff, I soaped up. This convention let out, and men was just coming in the bathroom, and I couldn't go out. So I couldn't get the soap off. So I let the toilet seat down, and I'm sitting there, man. I just started crying. I said, man, I can't take this no more. I'm finna quit. I'm gonna go call my daddy, just ask him, can I come home, man? I can't do this no more. So before I called him, I called the answer machine, and I got a message. And it says, Steve Harvey, this is Chuck Sutton from Showtime at the Apollo. We saw a tape of you. If you would come to New York Sunday night, this was a Thursday, come to Sunday night, we're gonna put you on TV, Showtime at the Apollo. Put me on TV, that was my dream. But I had a problem. I had $25, and I couldn't get to New York. How was I gonna get to New York with $25? So I said, man, I went back in my car, and I'm crying again. I said, man, God, I finally get a shot to get on TV, and then I can't even go. I said, how could you do this to me? And I'm 30-something now, man. I've been waiting my whole life, and you get me here? So I said, man, let me call this machine back and just see if he said this Sunday. And I called it back, and it said, Steve, this is Chuck Sutton from Showtime at the Apollo. We saw a tape. We have an opening for you Sunday. If you could get here, give me a call, let me know. We'd love to put you on TV. I said, so I got ready to hang up, and I heard, boop, you have another message. And I punched in the code, and the message says, Steve Harvey, this is Tom Sobel from the Comedy Caravan. I don't know where you are now, but I have a gig available for you in Jacksonville, Florida, to pay you $150 Friday night. If you can make the gig, let me know. I'm in Pensacola. So I called Tom Sobel. He sends me to this gig to make $150. I go the next night, I make the $150, but I was so funny, the club owner said, if you stay the next night, I'll pay you another $150. I got $300. I called Chuck Sutton back at the Apollo and said, hey man, I just got this message. If you still got room for me in New York, I'll do it. He said, yeah, come on. So I went to Eastern Airlines, bought a round-trip ticket for $99 from Jacksonville, Florida to New York, performed on Showtime at the Apollo, wrote the joke that made me famous. Mike Tyson hit this fighter, Mitch Green, in the eye, and his eye started talking. And I wrote that on the way to New York. Got a standing ovation on the Apollo. I have been on television ever since that night right there. The person where all your friends come to you with their problems, that's because they see something in you. You're more balanced and stable. But you got to remember this old saying. If you're the smartest person in your group, you need a new group. You've got to upgrade your friends. It ain't nothing bad. You just got to upgrade people in your life. But if you're the smartest person in your group, you need a new group. You cannot be the go-to person in the group. I hire people who know things I don't know. I hire people because I don't have no education. I ain't really all that, book-wise, and that ain't me. But I hire people who are. I hire a lawyer full-time. I hire a marketing person full-time. I hire a publicist full-time. I probably got 5 lawyers because I know I be moving around. I just try to stay out of jail. I hire people, but I hire people who are smarter than me. My CFO is smarter than me. I don't know nothing about no money. I just know how to get it. I'm not good at investing. I don't know how to do all that. So you get people around you. You have a gift, though. People come to you to solve their problems because that's a gift. Don't run from it. That's a gift. Just get you some more people it's like my phone used to have just bullshit in it. But now I got a phone number where I can pick up the phone if I need some spiritual help or guidance. I can call Joel Osteen or Bishop Jakes or Bishop Ulmer or somebody like that, or Bishop Geddes. And y'all may not know a couple of them people, but they help me out spiritually. Because I get in trouble because I ain't got nobody to ask. Who I'm going to call for help? Because when I get in trouble, it be major. It be major. Hey, ain't no need to call in my relatives. Motherfucker, you did what? You owe how much? So, just upgrade your friends. Don't worry about it. You have a gift. You solve problems all the time. You can earn a lot of money doing that. People pay for in this country, they pay for expertise in this country. The moment you're an expert at something in America, you can make $1 million. All you gotta do is be an expert at one thing. That girl up there that's an expert at social media, if she really bear down, she could be a millionaire. If you know how to grow tomatoes better than anybody else, you can make $1 million growing tomatoes. You just gotta be an expert. I'm an expert at jokes. I tell jokes. I'm an expert. They gotta pay me. Ta-da!
Hallo zusammen, stimmt für Hurricane, Numero 6.
Every day I'm losing my mind, holding on in this mysterious ride, dancing in the storm. I got nothing to hide. Take it all and leave the world behind. Baby, promise me you'll hold. Einfach wasserfestes Make-up entfernen mit Nivea Double Effect. Die patentierte Formel mit Biotin entfernt gründlich bis zu 100% wasserfestes Make-up.
My mama had enough sense to plant that seed in me. It's like at Christmas time, we used to get in the car, and my daddy used to take us to the suburbs so we could see the lights. And we just drove around the lights. And I was amazed at the suburbs because I would see these big houses with horseshoe driveways where you drove in and came out the other side. In the hood, you pull in the yard and you back your ass back out. I did not understand who the hell that made these driveways where you can go in one side and come out the other. So I told my daddy one time we was riding, I said, Daddy, why don't we get one of them houses? He said, boy, I ain't got no money for that, but that's what I'm bringing you out here for. He said, one day you'll be able to get one of them houses. Let me explain something to you. Because of that right there, I've probably had in my lifetime now about 11 homes. I got 4 now in different states. Every house I own got a horseshoe driveway on it. I don't. If the house ain't got no horseshoe driveway, I don't want it. Because I could not understand why we was backing our ass out this driveway. When they was living, they told me one time, they was sitting up watching TV. My daddy looked at my mama and said, Bill, he called my mama Bill and said, can you believe that this little boy we had on TV? She said, Slick, I can't believe this. I used to send my daddy $5,000 a week. When I first got on TV, I was making $55,000 a week, so I sent my mom and them $5,000 a week. When I got into Kings of Comedy, my father was still living. I showed my daddy one time how much money I made. He said, boy, it take me 4 years to make this kind of money. So I was able to give them something with my life. I always wanted God to just lift me up. So before my mom and them left this world, I could give them something. I bought them everything, man, houses, cars, furniture. I bought them everything I could think of. Try. And you know what's crazy, man? I'm 62 years old. I still want them. Be proud of me. I'm still hoping that they in heaven watching me. And they see me turn into something. That's all I ever wanted. It was in my imagination to take care of them. Everything that's in your imagination, God gonna make it come true for you. You just got to believe that. God make dreams come true. He take poor kids with speech impediments and put them all over TV. He take drug dealers and turn them into doctors. If God can do that for me, explain to me how he can't do it for you. You just got to believe, man. Don't ever give up and keep believing because God is real. Don't you listen to nobody telling you God ain't real. They done lost their ever-loving mind. God is more real than anybody I know. If it wasn't for God, I wouldn't even be here today. I'm telling y'all, I appreciate it. Thank you. I got in Amway when I was 21 years old. I'm gonna tell you this story. My distributor was this guy named, my sponsor was a guy named John Walker. I lived in Cleveland, he lived in Rochester, New York. I got laid off from Ford Motor Company. I wasn't working, so I didn't have no reason to get up in the morning. Every single morning at 5:30 on the dot, my phone would ring. I pick up the phone. Hello. Steve, this is John Walker. How you doing, man? It's gonna be a great day. How you feeling? Yeah, John, I'm asleep, man. Hey, man, it's gonna be a great day. And he'd hang up. The next day at 5:30 in the morning, bring, hello. Steve, this is John Walker. How you doing, man? It's gonna be a great day. How you doing today? John, I'm asleep, man. Hey, man, just want to tell you it's gonna be a great day. Click. Next morning, bring, hello. Now I'm mad now. You know, this been going on a couple weeks, and I kind of know who it is. He didn't change a damn thing. Steve, Sean Walker, how you doing, man? It's gonna be a great day today. Man, I was so mad, man. I hang that phone up. 37 days in a row, he called me the exact same way because he was teaching me something. I didn't know it, and every single day I picked the phone up. Yeah. Steve, John Walker, man. Yeah, John, yeah, it's gonna be a great day. Click. And then one day, the 38th day, he told me how many days it was. He kept record. He picked up the phone. I said, hello? He said, hey, Steve, it's John Walker. I said, yeah, man. He said, man, can I ask you something? I said, yeah, John. He said, why do you answer the phone like that in the morning? I said, what are you talking about? He said, every time I call you, I've called you 37 days in a row, and you keep answering the phone like something's wrong. I said, hey, man, I got laid off. I'm getting unemployment. You know, I ain't got to get up early, man. I said, what's up? He said, I'm really disappointed in you, man. He said, man, when you going to change your attitude? I said, ain't nothing wrong with my attitude. He said, yeah, it is. He said, when you wake up in the morning, man, you got a bad attitude, which pretty much explains why you've been having a lot of bad days. And he said, man, I hate that about you, man, because you're such a cool dude. You got so much potential. He said, man, I'm sorry to bother. And he hung the phone up. Man, let me tell you something. That cut me so deep, man. Because, you know, I don't like nobody thinking I'm something, but I'm acting like I ain't. That you don't even understand what they did to me. So the next morning, I thought about this all day. I said, man, this dude, he been playing me for 37 days. He been calling me. Next morning, I'm damn near sitting up in the bed. Hello? Hey, Steve, it's John Walker. I said, hey, John, what's happening, man? What's going on with you, baby? I said, it's Steve Harvey, man. He said, Steve, how's it going? I said, man, I'm having a great day, man. I'm having a great day, John, man. You don't believe it, man. I got some great stuff gonna be happening. He said, man, you my man. Click, and he hung up. And I wanted him to ask me what had happened, but he never did. Then one day he called me, he said, hey, man, you're gonna be sheer greatness because you've learned how to wake up. 21 years later, 22, I got a gig in Chicago on the radio. You know what I was? The morning drive guy. You know what I've been doing since 1991? Every single morning, I'm in 112 cities. I talk to 9.5 million people every week. I have the #1 adult contemporary radio show in the world. I wake people up every morning, and I wake people up with the right attitude because my attitude changed. So God turned me into the morning man. It's the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Cut it on and watch how I do your every morning. If when the alarm clock goes off in the morning and you ain't happy about it, you ain't doing what you want to do. See, you fighting upstream. You're going against what God created you for. If your job makes you sick to go to, if you're unhappy with waking up to go to where you got to go, it's because you ain't living in your gift. You should, before you die, you should do what God created you to do. You really should, man. That don't necessarily mean you got to quit your job. Some people are born to be teachers, caregivers, nurses, babysitters. Those are gifts, you know what I mean? If you're living in your gift, you're cool. It's just if you ain't. Telling jokes was a gift. They're just not just running, jumping. If you paint, you should be painting. If babysitting is what you really do, you should be babysitting. You're doing anything. If you fix cars, you work with your hands. You're supposed to be working with your hands. You do anything else, when that alarm clock go off in the morning, you ain't gonna like it. Now, if you waking up, you going down there, they ain't paying you what you want. You hate your coworkers. You down there, your boss has no business being your damn boss. See, that's what messed me up. I never had a boss that I thought should have been in charge of me. That's what was wrong with my ignorant ass. I didn't know what I had was a gift when I was growing up. I just stayed in trouble because I just fired it off. My gift is I could take anything, any piece of information, and transpose it into comedy immediately. I don't have to think. It just comes to me instantly. It's a gift. It's crazy. And when I was young, I didn't know how to control it. I just stayed in trouble. I stayed in the principal's office. I stayed in the pastor's office. I said, everybody had an office. I was down there. Because my ass, I couldn't. My mama took me, my mama was Sunday school teacher. My mama had me come to prayer service. She had the pastor lay hands on me. You need to heal my son. He can't shut his mouth. That boy just fired off. They thought something was wrong with me. All my teachers, the whole time I was in school, I had this teacher. She was so hateful to me. And finally she told me, she said, little Stevie, you sit down back there acting a fool. You ain't gonna ever make no money acting a fool. Ta-da! She didn't know. She didn't know. It's so crazy, man. I just never thought that anybody would be in charge of me. I always saw myself free. I just want to come to work. This is all I want to do. Before Bishop Jake said this, he said, before you die, he said, I would hate to die and never do the thing I was born to do. You should look into that before you mess around and check out of here. You should just look into it. Well, let me tell you something I know for sure. If you want to be successful or happy in this life, you got to have God in your life. You have to include God in your life. Now listen to this. I'm a perfect example of this fact. You ain't got to be perfect to have God in your life, because you're not perfect no way. You quit going down to these churches preaching perfection, because there ain't none. I get so amazed at people who come see me, and then I had this one lady sitting up in the audience just with her arms full. I said, ma'am, you're not having a good time? She said, as a matter of fact, I'm not. I said, what's wrong? She said, I'm really disappointed in you. I said, really? I said, how so? She said, I thought you were a Christian. I said, I am a Christian. She said, but I've heard you use profanity several times. Okay. I'm a cussing Christian. I don't understand how that stops me from being a Christian. I have flaws because I'm a human. Because you might not cuss, but you do something. So, okay, so what? You don't cuss. You do something. Because there's none perfect, no, not one. So why I'm sitting up here fronting and faking like I'm this perfect dude so I can say I'm a Christian, when all them Christians, ain't nobody perfect. You can't be perfect, man. But you can have a relationship with God. You can sit up and fake the funk if you want to and say you're perfect, but you're not. You're not. Everybody in this room is broken. All us is broken. That's what you need God for, because we all broken. Everybody, I don't care who you are. And it ain't no you more broken than somebody else. You broken. What difference do it make? Somebody told me one time, if it's 3 people on a boat and a person dive off the boat to swim to shore, and he get 100 yards away from the boat and he's drowned and sink. Then the next person dive in the water and he get 500 yards off the boat, but he drowned and sink. And the last man get off the boat and he dive in the water and he gets 6 feet away from shore and he drowned and he died. Who the better swimmer? Who the better swimmer? Y'all all drown. I don't care how far you go. You can sit up here, man. You can keep talking this perfection thing as you want. You get as close as you want. We all gonna come short when it comes to perfection. Look, form a relationship with God just the way you are. God take you just the way you are. Matter of fact, God shape you up just like he need. See, he take dudes like me. He take old hoodlum dudes. And he, like you hear people, they say they got saved and they got washed white as snow. You hear people say that. I ain't get that version. I just got rinsed off. When I looked up and got saved, I still had dirt on me. Now, if you got the whitest snow version, congratulations. But that ain't really how it go. God take people like me. I'm an imperfect soldier for Christ. And he allows me to say some things on his behalf. And you may not like the way I say it. You might not like my method. But I'm just telling you the truth, that you can be an imperfect person and have a relationship with God. That's all I'm trying to tell you. You ain't got to believe that. Because once again, I'm not in the soul conversion business. If you want to go to hell, bye. It's none of my business. But if you're struggling and you're looking for a way out and you lost a little bit, I'm telling you that God is in the forgiving business. That God is in the get your life together business. That God is in the make your dream come true business. That God is in the accept you as you are business. You can't fix yourself. If you could fix yourself, wouldn't you have done it by now? You can't fix yourself, but he can. God took somebody like me and turned me into something. And I'm telling you right now, I have no business even being here. If it wasn't for God's grace, I can't even explain my career to nobody. I can't even, somebody asked me, they ask me all the time, how you get all these TV shows? I can tell you flat out, I have no idea. Because all I asked for was one. I'm telling you the truth, I just wanted one. You know how hard it is to get one show on in Hollywood? Come out here and try to get a TV show. You know how hard that is? I got 8. You know what that is? That's called grace. That's God's unmerited favor. That's because, man, if you ask God for something, he'll do exceedingly abundantly over all you think or ask. And all you got to do is honor him. So I'm standing here honoring him. And the reason I'm standing here, because when I was homeless and I had nothing, I told God, if you let me make it, when I get there, I'm going to tell everybody about you. So I'm telling you about it. You ain't got to believe me, but I'm holding up my end of the deal. I appreciate y'all coming. See y'all. I had those moments, man, where I had to really make some tough decisions because I was tired of being homeless, man. I was tired of gigs coming every now and then, living in a car. Thought about calling my old man, asking him, could I come back to Cleveland and live there until I got a job? But it's a funny thing about faith, man. Faith is a belief in things that you cannot see. And sometimes when you can't see no way, that's when you really got to have faith, because that's what it is. If you could see it, you wouldn't have to have faith. If you knew you were going to be rich in 4 years, you would act totally different. Because you know in 4 years I'm going to be rich. So all you got to do, then you wouldn't need faith. All you need is patience. But God don't reveal to you when he going to give it to you, because that would destroy the relationship of faith. He just requires that you have the faith. Now, he going to give it to you. If you write it down, he going to give it to you. Everything that's in your imagination is God showing you a preview of a coming attraction he has for you. That's what your imagination is. So once you write it down and you adhere to that, the law of attraction is at work. That's how it works, man. It's not a magic trick. It ain't your education. Now, if you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, you got to get education. But it ain't got nothing to do with your education. Nothing. You can be very successful without education. Mark Zuckerberg and Bill Gates don't have a degree between them. But they got more degrees working for them than a thermometer. Everybody I hire has a degree. Everybody I hire. Because I ain't got one. So I hire people that's smarter than me, count better than me, know better than me. You got a degree, that's what you want to do? Cool, I got a job for you. But your visions don't require education. Not at all. It's your faith, man. It ain't nothing bigger than your faith. Nothing is bigger than your faith and your dream. It ain't your education. The Bible never mentions education. It is your dream. The Bible says a man without a dream or vision shall perish. Say nothing about your education. Now, you can get education, but it ain't necessary. Unless you want to be something that requires, you're an engineer, you got to get a degree. You want to fly a plane, you got to go get a degree. You want to be a doctor, you got to go get a degree. I'm not saying you don't need a degree, but if you ain't in them fields right there, and if you're not a college person, what you gonna do? You can't win? Because I just ain't a college person, so I can't win? Come on, you got to be kidding. LeBron ain't got no degree, but he had a different skill set. I don't have a degree. Dave Chappelle ain't got no damn degree. Like, if you talk to me, I don't know a lot of stuff, but I got good ass sense. I know how to figure stuff out. You just need a dream and a vision and some faith. And some, like she said, you be a Christian, you got to have some faith, but you got to be able to work, though. Faith without works is dead. Once you lock that in, you can win. Everything else is on you and God. You have to know that God got you some kind of way. Now, the jumping requires faith. Now, what is faith? Faith is a belief in things that you cannot see. If you can see everything, that ain't faith. You got to believe in something you can't see. Look, man, when I started in comedy, I did not see this. I didn't see becoming the first African man to host a beauty pageant of any kind. I was the first black headliner to start black radio nights around the country. I done had a machete in my hand on a lot of stuff. I didn't see any of it. But I had this little piece of faith, though, that if I jumped, he would get me. Because I was miserable in my life. I didn't like waking up. I ain't have no purpose. I didn't know what I was supposed to be doing. But on October 8th, 1985, I walked in a comedy club for the first time, signed up for the following week. The following week, a girl took me down there. She said, you got to go to comedy club. You the funniest person I've ever met. I never even heard of comedy clubs. I'm 27. I walked in the comedy club. I signed up for the following week. I'm going to sit here and learn. I knew I was funny. I just didn't know what to do with it. They had 10 acts go up. 9 of them went up. I didn't laugh at one joke. I was just sitting there man, I wish that was me. Man, they should have said this. Every joke they told, I knew the punchline before they said it, and I wrote a better punchline in my mind, what they should have said. It got to guy number 10, they called his name, he wasn't there. They said, well, he's not here, we're gonna go to next week's list. Steve Harvey, where are you? I looked at the girl I was sitting next to, I said, it's a dude in here got the same name I got. She said, you know what, you a stupid son of a bitch. That's you. So they kept clapping and I ran up. Long story short, I won amateur night that night. I won $50. It was a 45-minute drive to my house with this girl named Gladys. I cried 45 minutes. She said, what you crying for? It ain't but $50. I said, no, you don't even understand. I was born tonight. I now know what I'm supposed to do. I went to work the next day, October 9th, and quit my job.
Hi, Mr. D. Kumusta? Salamat sa pagdalaw. Kinig lang ako. Ayan, ipipin ko pa yun. Kumusta? Ayan, di ka makita, madam. Andito lang ako. Nandito lang ako. Ay, hello, kumusta? Ayan. Ang liwanag dito. Kumusta naman, Mr. D, Multiskill TV? Punta ako sa binaba mo, ah. So, asan na ba yung topic ko? Wala na yung pinapakinggan ko. Nawala ng aking pinapakinggan. Saan na yun? Ito pala. Papalakarin ko yung live. Yung ano mo binaba. Kunin mo na lang. Di ko marinig pala audio mo. Oh, okay.
Raised us religiously in the church. Her thing was Jesus Christ. Now, I ain't preaching to you. You believe anything you want to believe. Because who am I to tell you what's right for you? If you down with a religion and that religion working for you, that's the one you ought to stick with. And don't let nobody come by your house on Saturday morning change your mind. If you're a Jehovah's Witness, that's fine with me too. Just give me a call before you come by. I'm tired of y'all surprising my ass every Saturday.
Yan. Hindi na ba yun layo? Ang kulit.
I know y'all sitting there going, this man is really ignorant. I'm telling you one time I had his brother on the show, Michael Clark Duncan. Big up. Hold on. Let's straighten something out. This might be y'all first time on TV, but what you ain't finna do is mess my special up. Sitting up in here looking at me like I'm. Now I asked you if your ass
Ano
know
ba
Michael
saan
Clark
ako?
Duncan.
Ba't ganyan? Asa?
I told y'all this gonna be on TV. Didn't I tell
Sarado
y'all?
natin.
Now you up in here acting all brand new because you done had an outfit in
Wala
layaway so
daw.
damn long. When they went and got it, you don't even recognize it. You ain't finna play me like this here. Now this the real Steve Harvey. I asked you a question, you looking all around. This might be your first time, but damn it, I'm trying to make it. Sit up here, blow my special, y'all sitting here looking at me like I asked you some ignorant.
Ayan, center na sana. Naririnig mo ako? Hindi mo ako naririnig mo. Wait lang daw. Ako na lang. Ako na lang mag-research. Doon kasi malayo. Medyo na lang, mas malayo. Hi, Ryan. Everyone, shout out. Thanks for visiting. Asan ang bago mong upload? Okay, sige, nagkakamot. Wala bang magagalit kung magko-comment ako? Kasi meron dati nag-follow sa akin. I-comment siya ng comment sa ano ko. Sa reels ko. Yung asawa niya yung views. Thank you so much, Ryan. How are you? I-reply ko. Ayan, shout out everyone. Mr. D Multiskill, thank you. Ryan Emery, shout out. Thanks for visiting my live. Thank you everyone. Miss Alice, thank you. Matt Walker, shout out. Kita ka na ko. Hindi ko naman active dyan. Thank you, Amshi. Ay, may tao pa live ko. Hi! Hi everyone! Kumusta kayong lahat? Ako'y busy. Busy kasi nagluluto ako. I'm cooking spaghetti. Spaghetti sauce. I can show you if you want. So, it's easy. Uy! So, ito yung ang ano. So, I am cooking spaghetti sauce. Ano to? Ano man tawag dito? Yung sauce na to is just from the ano yun? Giniling na baka. And nagyan ko ng ganito. That's it. And then, first, you must put oil, of course. And then, later, you must put onion. After onions, pag okay na, ilagay mo yung giniling na baka o kung anong giniling ang ano mo. And then, lutuin. And after that, after mo siya lutuin, yung lutong-luto na siya, tikman mo. And ilagay mo lang yung ganitong sauce. And that's it. And syempre, you need to prepare your spaghetti. Kailangan maluto mo na siya. And then that's it. That is my spaghetti. And that is the sauce. So it's easy menu. Ang aking menu today is spaghetti. So okay. And of course, pag may spaghetti, may salad. So may salad ako. Ito yung salad. Huh? So this is my salad. Yan. Ilawan natin. So that's my salad for today. Let's mix. So yung salad, meron na siyang, ayan, cucumber, green salad, and tomato. So, ang nilagay ko naman is, ang oil ko is olive oil. Olive oil. So, healthy food tayo. Shout out everyone. Kain tayo ng salad. Konti lang kakainin ko ngayon. Kain tayo. And so that's it. So that's my menu for today. And share. Ano lang. Simple lang. Simpleng spaghetti. Pero masarap. Got you tonight. Nag-exercise nga ako. Nag-exercise nga ako. While I'm cooking. Maghuhula hoop muna ako. May space ako dito. Let's move this. 5 minutes. Ayan. So, let's do exercise today. So, paano ba ang mag-hula hoop? Simple lang. Bumili ka muna ng hula hoop. Then, hawak. Ayan. Naka-assemble kasi yun. Ito is, ang kilo nito is 1.5 kilo. So, mabigat siya. So, first step, tuloy mo siya. Tapos, i-twist mo lang yung ayan, twist mo. And then, iikot, igalaw ang iyong bewang. Kailangan marunong mo. Sumabay ka dapat sa ano niya, sa kanyang agos. Pwede kang, dapat first step, yung paa mo nasa harapan. Pag first time mo, dapat gagaling. So, ito is 1.5 kilo. Kaya, gagalaw talaga ang iyong bilbil. So, papawisan mo talaga. Pwede kang mag-turn around and walk. If you can, kung sanay ka na, pwede ka nang mag-cha-cha. Hanggang naghuhulaw. Ganda. So, that's easy for me kasi ginagawa ko na siya. So, ito yung aking pinaka-easy exercise. But of course, I'm also do walking, running. For 10 minutes. Pagbabuhan. Nahulog, muntik na siya matulog. Ang sarap kumain, pero hirap mag-diet. So, pwede kang mag-2-step dito while you're doing hula hoop for the breast naman. Yan, yung step. Pero meron akong belt dito. Let's fasten my seatbelt. Ganun. So, lalagay ko siya sa aking bewang. So, protection. Naka-seatbelt na ako. So, let's do hula hoop. You can do multitasking. You can grab your shoulder, extra breast. Try this, it's good. Hi, Kuya Joel. Shout out. Salamat po. Kumusta, Kuya Joel? Salamat po sa pagdalaw. Salamat, Kuya Joel.